Right, start off near the house. This is my little water feature that we made last year. Very pleased with that. Utilised an heirloom kettle from my nan's. So then we'll go for a walk around the garden. So this one is the last border we dug out, which is doing okay. They're all still alive. So hopefully that'll bush out last year. There's lots of spring bulbs in there as well. Round to one of my many little bug drinking stations. Such a lot is dying back now, but that will be left until the spring before I do anything, to allow the insects to overwinter. Another little project we recently did. This is, if I stand back a bit, this is hubby's area, as you can tell by the signs. This is my little pear tree. It did actually have half a dozen pears on this year, which isn't bad because I knew it actually went in this year. So that's done really well. Right, plenty of pots and containers. They're all things that I've dug up, divided, blah blah. Sweet potatoes. Now I am going to dig these up this weekend. I was going to do it before but never got around to it. But don't know, we'll see. There might be something in there. So then the other border, which is a shady border. Lots of things that I bought with us when we moved in there, and self-seeded. The ferns, I absolutely love the ferns. I want to get some more of those this year. And I'm going to have to stand back a bit for this one. Get it all in. This framework we actually picked up for nothing on Facebook Marketplace. I do love that. I'm a bit addicted to it, but I need to stay off it really. Still some petunias and things that are hanging on for dear life. And my salvias, one of them. I do love these. Quite getting into those, but then my little pond area, which I'm pleased to say the other night there was actually a frog in there. So hopefully he'll find plenty to munch on. Not that we see a huge amount of slugs here, but yeah, everything's dying back now, so it all looks a bit there. But it's that time of year. I say it'll all be left mainly until that one's looking a bit sick, but that was only just moved. I'll perk up. So yeah, and then we have the veg area, fruit and veg. So these are my 2 red currants. I've got some raspberries in a 30-litre bucket there that need going out somewhere. One of the blueberries, of which I've stuck, we can get down there, a couple of pieces in, and it actually feels like they may have rooted. So that's all good. This next one, that's another blueberry, which I've done the same thing again. I think those are rooted as well. But these are all black currants. I have not pruned them this year. I'm not great at pruning those. And then I do have a pink currant that I picked up on the dead and dying bench at the garden centre, but that's doing good. This one is where the butternuts were climbing up, and that's just got winter tares in that one, and same in that one. Now, Brussels sprouts. Now, the aphids do seem to have actually disappeared a little bit more now, so I'm hoping they could do with putting on some growth there, but I do prefer the small sprouts anyway, so, but they're not doing too bad now. I probably will strip the rest of the leaves off and that soon. Field beans, which are doing okay, apart from the odd few, which is I'm not sure whether that's the birds or the rodents that have oiked some of those out, but there's still plenty there, so they'll do good. Now this one, that's a kale. Don't know if you can pick up, there's still got some deadheading to do on that one. There are sweet potatoes planted underneath there as well that I will have a look, but yeah, there's still whitefly flying about everywhere, pesky things. And then leeks, they're doing okay. That's getting not doing too bad at all, plus a bit of grass or something, but there's always plenty. Carrots, still got plenty of carrots coming up there. Some of them are a good size as well, but these are more Calabrese. They got totally nibbled by caterpillars, but they have picked up again, so which is good. And as you can see, I've got my chives at the end there, but I have 1001 of seeds, little seeds all coming up, so won't be short of chives this year. In this bed, this is a mix. I've got some lettuce. They've done really well, and that there are some more want picking. Still, lots of calendula out, which are beautiful. So these were all self-seeded ones as well. But, some more beetroot. They're a mixed one. Can't actually see where they are. Have we got any? Oh, there's one. These were just a generic mix from the garden centre. So, my parsnip bed, that's doing well. We have had a few out there, but I'm trying to hold off pulling any more until we've had some good frosts. And my dahlias need deadheading a bit, but they've just gone absolutely mad. Gladioli, and then I've got some self-seeded sweet williams. There's borage, even some sweet peas have come up, so they'll get left because they do better than if you sow them. And a few odd little nasturtiums I can see there. So now this area, the birds made quite a mess. That's all the strawberries, and there's some more beetroot in there, parsley there, and good morning, girlie. What? Are you a good girl? You're not coming out at the moment. More lettuces, cosmos, which are still just loads of buds still to come out on these. And as you can see, the birds have had a good digging session in this bed as well. And that's more Calabrese. And that is not a caterpillar. No. Yeah, these are some more of the ones that got eaten by the caterpillars. And another lot of leeks. These are actually double netted, so I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see these. But these were kindly gifted to me by Pammy, Garden of Eden on Instagram. So they're doing really well now. Then this is the, we call it the wildlife area. It's just a mess. But, excuse me, get out of the sun. Yeah, my big bug house, which is a converted rabbit hutch. But I thought, yep, that would do nicely. So, yeah, this is where it all happens. We've got 1, 2, 3 big compost bays, and the end one is all wood chip. And trimmings in there. So, yeah, hopefully that has gone down considerably. But yeah, hopefully we'll get some good stuff out of that. And where else are we now? Now this one, these are, well, they were the Greek Gigantes. Didn't do so well in this bed, I don't know quite why. And that's had a thin mulch of manure on it. We've got the little, was a potting shed, but it's now a little summer house. And another shed behind there. One of the greenhouses. And runner beans I have actually picked because they just take him forever and a day to dry. So I've actually picked them off now, but I still have my birdhouse gourd on there. So that'll be interesting. Apparently they take a hell of a long time, 6 to 12 months to actually harden off and cure. Right, now my Calabrese, I'm not going to be able to get these, have done so well. There's some more want picking in there as well, but that'll be for Sunday dinner. Then this one, we've got carrots. These were the first ones sown, and there's a couple of rows of spinach. So that's better. That has had a weed recently, but all looking good. Still getting a good lot of carrots. And the other greenhouse, which my loofahs are still going. So yeah. So it's all looking good at the moment. And then last but not least, let's go back. Well, not last. These are my carrots. I'm not going to be able to get in there, am I? They're all growing well. Whether we get anything bigger than a little finger carrot, I don't know. And then a comfrey. Obviously I missed a piece of root when we dug it up, but never mind, you can't do better than comfrey. And the new leaf bin, which is why I was moving all these pots excuse me, in the first place. So I've got a whole load. I know where I can get a whole load of leaves to easily fill that over the weekend. More water storage. So yeah, there's a lot going on, really, considering we're almost in November now. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.